What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing this morning, or whatever time you're watching this video? It's this morning here in South Alabama. It's a nice, crispy, cool morning here with these cold fronts pushing through. It's about, I think it was 55 degrees this morning, give or take. So that's a nice change from the summer. I am about to go out on the state park pier here. I just have a few different things. I'm gonna be doing mostly bottom fishing and pompano / whiting fishing. Wouldn't mind taking some home to eat. So that's pretty awesome. I'm glad that y'all can join me today in this great fishing adventure, and I'll welcome you to the channel if this is your first time here. And if you've already been here before, how are you doing? Welcome back. Nobody likes a bunch of talking, so let's get to fishing here, get out on the pier and see what we can do this morning. It's a beautiful day today for sure. We go. Check out that water. It is beautiful today. Got some nice wave action this morning. Beautiful beaches, not too many people out. That's what I love about fall. So let's go ahead, pay, get on the pier and see what we can do today. Some awesome wave action today. Good one. Pretty amazing how concrete like that can take that beating over and over and over, year after year. It's awesome. This water is a beautiful green color. Got a flock of pelicans just hanging out. All right, let's get baited up. It's gonna be bottom fishing with a simple Carolina rig as always. It's probably the most versatile rig for saltwater. And all I have is a 1 ounce egg weight because there is a little bit of surf today. So 1 ounce egg weight threaded straight on my braided line to where it can slide up and down freely. Coming to a little Spro power swivel, about 12 inches of 15-pound Yozuri HD fluorocarbon, and then a size 4 owner Mewtwo light circle hook. Now I've got a variety of bait. I have some bull minnows in my angle, and also have a few live shrimp, plus I have plenty of artificials and fish bites and stuff. I'm gonna probably start out with the bull minnow this morning and see if we can try our luck. So this is a little bull minnow, or a lot of people call them mud minnows, cocoho, killifish. I just call them a bull minnow. But really good bait this time of year. So I'm gonna drop this down below the pier and see what we can find. I do like to hook them through their lips with that circle hook. They'll lift pretty well and look natural that way. Now to keep these baits alive, I have an Engel live bait cooler and then just a battery powered aerator. Just puts the oxygen in the water. It'll keep shrimp alive, it'll keep your minnows alive, and it also works as a cooler or dry box. And it keeps that water temperature pretty stable, whether it's really hot outside or really cold. I've had this one for a while, and they make a variety of different sizes. I'll try to link them in the description below if you want to go pick you up one. And then the setup I'm using today is a Shimano Ultegra 3000 spooled up with 20-pound Power Pro Super Sleeve braid, then a 7.5 foot St. Croix avid inshore rod. And this is a medium fast action rod. So we're gonna drop this down right below these pier pilings and see what we can find. All right, I feel like I have a fish. Let's see here. I think I do, and it might be a flounder. So I'm gonna let it eat a little bit longer, and then on circle hooks you just need to put pressure and start reeling just like that. And let's see what I have here. Oh yeah, there's a flounder. Oh, that's a good one too. That's a good flounder. Come on, see if I can get it up. I'm by myself right now. Oh, that's not a bad flounder at all. Look where that circle hook is, right in the corner of its mouth. But that is a nice flounder. Let's see if it measures out to be 14. We're still in October, so we're allowed to keep them. Once November comes, you can't keep them in Alabama anymore, the entire month of November. But since we're in October, we still can keep them, and they have to be 14 inches long. Let's see if he measures out to be 14. And that is a legal fish. I'm not even pinching the tail. And he is almost 15 inches long. We're at 14.5. So I'm gonna keep that beautiful fish. Flounder love bull minnows. They cannot resist them. Alrighty, this is a legal flounder, 14.5 inches. In Alabama, they have to be 14. But this is a Gulf flounder, which you find mostly off the beaches. The southern flounder you find mostly in the bays and inshore. But I've also caught both in both locations. But what a beautiful fish. Not a giant, but it is keeper. So cool how they're white on the bottom because they sit on the bottom like this. And when your bait's coming across, they jump up, eat it, come back down again and just sit there. So you notice I waited a little bit longer before I set the hook on them and managed to get it up. So see when we find something bigger. You're allowed 5 per person in Alabama, so I'm gonna keep this one 1 out of my 5. All right, got that nice little flounder. Not a giant by no means, but still a keeper legal fish, and they just taste so delicious. So I'm gonna recheck my leader here, and the hook I'm using is a size 4 owner circle hook. You can't go wrong with owner hooks. They're incredibly sharp, and I have a lot of confidence in them. The last thing you want to do is not have any confidence in the gear that you're using. But this 15-pound fluorocarbon is holding up fine. The leader feels good, so I'm gonna bait up with another bull minnow. Let's see if we can get another one. Let's see. I don't have that much bait. It's just some leftover stuff, but there's a decent little bull minnow here. All right, let's hook this joker back up. And we're ready to go again. Whew, that north wind makes a wet hand really cold. Let's get another bull minnow down there. See, this braided line, I use it on practically all my reels because you can feel everything that happens to your bait down there. Every bite, if a bait fish runs into your line, what your bait is doing. There's no stretch as well, so if you're fishing on the bottom, you get a good hook set, especially with a sensitive graphite rod as well. The braid does cost more, but you don't have to change it out nearly as much as you would mono. Braided line was actually one of the originals, so mono came after braided, if I'm not mistaken. They've just vastly improved on the new braided lines, but braided line's been out there forever. It just requires some special care and a little bit more attention to your knots that you're using compared to monofilament. But I'm gonna see if I can find another fish down here. Oh, there's another one. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit here, and then I'm gonna start putting just slight pressure on there and see what we got. Oh, it must have been a piece of grass. Okay, the bull minnow's not getting a bite, so I'm gonna switch to a shrimp and see what I can do with that. Let's try a little live shrimp here. I'm gonna hook it like I always do, where the horn meets the body. It's the most natural look that way. They can move around, flip their tail still, and they live forever until something eats it. But that's what that aerator does. It makes the perfect bubbles coming up. Look at that. Keeps them things nice and lively. All right, I got the shrimp down there. See how long this takes to get picked off by something. Oh, dang. All right, well, just ripped it out of my hand. Let's get another one. Decent fish. Oh, don't go back there. He's gonna go back there, isn't he? Come on, get up. Get up here. Get up here. Oh, we'll see if he keeps. A little flounder. He might be right on the edge, but let's find out here. He ate the shrimp though. I had a bull minnow sitting down there for a few minutes and he didn't want to touch it. Don't think he's gonna keep, but we'll find out. 13-inch fish, he's illegal, so gotta toss him back. But looks like something took a little chunk out of him. That's kind of crazy. Look at that. He's got a whole gap in his fin. All right, let's get this hook out and get him back. Take his picture. There you go. Yeah, they're probably one of the coolest fish.
Yeah, yes, that is cool.
Yeah. Right there. He's gonna go back. There you go. Go get bigger. All right. Come on, bring them in. There we go.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
He's gonna be keeping up.
They always look bigger when they're down there.
There it is. I don't think he's gonna make it.
There you go. Yes, sir. No problem. All right. Just caught that flounder, and then we're gonna drop another shrimp down here. Oh, decent sized shark right there. See if y'all can see him. Y'all see that shark? About a 5-6 footer. Yeah. All right, I think I got one. Oh, let's see what I have here. Oh, something decent. Something decent here. Doesn't feel giant. Oh, remora. Oh, yeah, remora. They stick to the sharks. If there's a sign,
Those are the ones that stick to the sharks.
yeah, they
Well, that's what we're talking about.
yeah, they're super slimy. They're kind of annoying. They are really cool. Got a little remora here. We'll let them go. All right, here you go, remora. Go back. We made it. All right, we're out on the end. Water's pretty, but it's just windy. Kings don't mind the wind much at all. I've caught some big kings in windy conditions. I'll show you what I'm using. Pretty simple rig here for our Alabama pier fishing. It's just a number 4 3X strong treble, 43-pound single strand wire, coming to a pretty strong Spro power swivel. And the setup I'm using today is a Vanstall VS 150X series. About 300 yards, a 30-pound Yozuri Super Braid, and then a 9-foot Rain Shadow 1087 custom rod. Pretty simple setup. I've had it forever. It slayed some fish, just flat out works. But any 8 to 9 foot setup with a 5 to 6,000 size reel will do just fine. I like braided line. 16 to 20 pound mono, if you don't like to use braid, will work as well. But I've got a little Engel dry box here. Got a little bit of ice and some frozen cigar minnows. I didn't even bother bringing a bait net or speaky. I'm gonna pick me out a decent cigar minnow. The biggest thing you want to look for when using frozen bait is make sure it's from a reliable local source as much as possible. I know a lot of these come from Vietnam, but these are actually the Florida ones. But even if they come from Vietnam, you just want to make sure the belly isn't blown out. That means you don't see a whole split down the belly. As soon as you cast out and thaws out, it's just gonna be a big mush. I've seen fish caught on it, but it's not really the most ideal bait. I'm just gonna take this treble hook, put it through the thick part of its head, and that's ready to go. You can use a stinger hook and stuff if you want, but I've fished with this plenty of times and never had any issues. Most of those fish that are worthy of hooking will eat the whole thing anyway. So let's cast this out and see what we can find. Okay, and free lining these cigs, I like to let them sink out of sight. Take my line off the roller, start out with a lighter drag, and then once they kind of go out of sight, put that line back on the roller again, give it a little twitch, and then do the same thing. And there's a king, just flash it. You see that? Dude, it just came up twice after. I don't know if it just saw the wire or what the deal was. I know, right? I know. That's probably going to be the only action we see all day. He's like, is that something new? No, it's the same crap we see all the time. And dude, I just had probably a 12-pound king just come up and flash this sig. He saw something he didn't like. It's fairly clear water, kind of normal for Alabama this time of year. You might have seen that wire. But cast it back out. They always get it on the twitch. That's why I like using a lighter drag, so you don't pull that hook when they hit it when you're twitching it up. I can't tell you the amount of kings I've landed on this pier, but every year it gets more difficult the way the pier is so short and the amount of sharks that are increased every year. I don't like seeing stuff on the first cast. Yeah. It's like bass fishing. If I catch one on the first cast, it's gonna be a crappy day or a really good one. Couple more casts and I'm headed in. All right, it's been a beautiful day outside today, especially on the State Park Pier. Anytime you can come enjoy the beautiful nature, it's always a good day. So So I appreciate y'all for sticking along to this video. I know it wasn't a lot of drag screaming action, but we didn't get skunked, and that's always my goal, is to not get skunked. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button down below. Smash that subscribe button if you have not already. It allows us to keep up with some great content and continue allowing this channel to grow. Don't forget to go check out the Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok pages if you haven't already. Pretty easy to find. Just type in Bama Saltwater, you'll be able to find me. But we will see you on the next episode. I want to thank the good Lord up above for everything he does for us. We'll see you later.